So this is for all of my older Star Wars folks out there, people my age. Do you remember this thing?
It's the Star Wars Imperial troop transporter that you put together. Batteries not included. Stormtrooper sold separately.
What's that?
It's my troop transporter. It makes 5 more sounds, too.
R2-D2, where are you?
There's the laser cannon, stun gun, and stormtrooper.
Did he say that?
Oh, Dad.
Star Wars Imperial troop transporter. Stormtrooper sold separately. New from Kenner.
Let's talk about it. Hello again. I'm Chuck, and I talk about Star Wars stuff. Since 1977, when the first movie came out, Star Wars A New Hope, it was just called Star Wars at that time. Lots and lots of merchandise was hitting the stores. A lot of things, we were just being inundated with t-shirts, action figures, dishes and glassware, lunch boxes, stuffed toys, massive amounts of clothing, bedspreads, bed sheets, underwear.
Stay on target.
There was just a whole lot coming out for Star Wars, and people were eating it up. So much so that Lucas decided that he was going to start releasing things that weren't even in the movies. There was a toy that was released in 1979 that was never in the original film. It was called the Imperial Troop Transporter. It also went under another name of the Reconnaissance Troop Transporter. Originally, it was never in the movies. It was never in live action. It never had seen anything. The only time that it really had another appearance, other than as a toy, was in the booklet graphic that came with it, that had a very short story of this was the vehicle that actually attacked the Sandcrawler in Star Wars A New Hope and blew it up, just destroyed it completely. And also all the stormtroopers that were with this thing killed all the Jawas and everything. But the problem is the plot hole there is that we saw in Star Wars A New Hope that the Sandcrawler just was disabled. It wasn't necessarily destroyed. This fun little toy, when it first came out, when Kenner first produced it, it looked like the troop transport that everyone has been seeing today. It was a little different. Than what you see in live action now. It was powered by a C-cell battery. It had 6 sound effects that when you press the button, you heard C-3PO say a short little phrase. You heard R2-D2 do quick little beeps. It had the stun setting sound from a blaster. It had a regular blaster sound. It had a stormtrooper sound. Was that it? Oh, no, it also had the sound of a land speeder going by. So, 6 sounds that you could enhance your playtime with, as it were. This thing was about yay long. It had 6 compartments, 3 on each side. It had 2 doors that you could open in the front. It had 2 areas seating for the pilot and the officer, or the pilot and the co-pilot, or whatever. It had a fake little blaster, double blaster turret on the top that you could rotate. It had a radar dish that was also on the top, that if you turn the radar dish, it would turn the blaster turret on the top as well. And this thing, when a lot of us kids got it, we were looking at it like, what is this? What, it was not even in the movie. We don't know what this is. Why? So Anyway, we had it. We played with it because it was part of Star Wars. And, well, I had one. And I don't know where it is right now, but it's, I believe, over at my parents' house. And we've been invited to go over and go through all this bunch of stuff they took out of the attic. And I probably have a treasure trove of Star Wars toys in there that I will bring out here to this channel, and we will go through them. And I will show off all the weirdness that I even had the TIE fighter that originally came out that had 3 or 4 A batteries in the back, and you pressed a button on the back and the little LED would light up and it would make a bzzz sound and everything. And you had 2 little buttons on where at the joint where the solar wings were, that if you hit those, they'd pop off. And you see that in Star Wars Rebels. Yeah, that was the TIE fighter kill switch. Okay. So there's that. Also in Star Wars Rebels, they did the troop transport, the Imperial troop transport thing. It looked very different. In live action, this is why I bring this up, because in live action, why I lost my mind so hard was in The Mandalorian. They have the troop transport in The Mandalorian, and I lost my mind. They had at least a couple versions of it in the series that I was like, I had that. Thank you. You've done it. Yay. John Farvo, you brought all my toys out, and we're playing with the toys now together, watching The Mandalorian, because this is the way.
This is the way.
This is the way. This is the way.
This is why I've come to you today to talk about this, because I find it absolutely funny that this obscure toy that nobody really either 1 wanted, or 2 knew what it was about or why it was about, and 3 well, we played with it anyway because it was Star Wars. So anyway, yeah, I thought I would bring that to your attention, and hopefully after I go to my folks' place and go through all of the stuff that I'm supposed to go through, we will find all of my Star Wars treasures, and I will bring them here to this channel to talk about with you. Anyway, that's about all I had for this week, and I guess I will see you later. Bye.